Namaste, gods, goddesses, and the mysterious of light. This is Dr. Shreya Tayen. If you're new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and do not forget to hit the notification bell when you are finished with this reading so you can be updated on my latest videos. I am doing a live stream and I'm doing free readings tonight. One card pull. And I'm waiting for my moderator. I will do a mini reading just like I did last night. With us entering into Leo season, I want to be talking about being lifted and why that's so important and what we think about, why that's also of equal importance. Hi, Lala Blue. Hey, Desire 66 2002. Welcome, Dream Whisperer. Awesome. Namaste, Adela. Who else is joining me? Lillian, welcome. Overcome negativity. Hello, dear. You're not late. You're just on time. Divine order. Welcome, Elsbeth. All right. I'm going to go over the rules and how I'm going to do this, okay? So I want to be able to give everyone a reading, a one-card reading tonight. For those of you that make a personal donation, I will be doing an intuitive reading for you. I will not pull any cards, which actually to me, I feel like is better anyway, okay? I will give you a reading, an intuitive reading, just to make it more time efficient and more effective. I will only probably be on for just an hour tonight. Okay. So I'm feeling great. Adela, thank you for asking. Sugar Plum, I feel so good. How are you guys feeling? I know the energy has been really crazy, okay? You know, but one thing that I can say, thank you, Jules, for posting my PayPal for the one card. But what I'll be doing is an intuitive reading tonight, Jules, just to update you so you and I are on the same page. I'm not pulling any cards for those that make donations. I'm doing intuitive readings only, like I did at the end of the video last night. Namaste, Jennifer. Thank you, Lillian. I know, Lala. It's definitely the retrograde. Trust me. I've been in my feelings and my emotions too. But I've been doing a lot of meditation here lately just because I feel I needed to purge some things. And that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. I wanted to talk to you about being lifted up in love and joy for this Leo season. Because with Leo being a fire sign, when you think of fire, what comes to my mind is the diamond in the rough. Okay. When I first opened up my Facebook username used to be Rasher, which means diamond in the rough. And so it's very interesting because when I was in deep meditation with Source today, the number one thing that Source brought to my awareness is the need to purge. All of us are basically purging all that no longer serves us. And when you go through that purging process, oh baby, let me tell you. It is definitely not easy peasy, okay? And it certainly is not a cakewalk. It's far from it. But in the end, and the rewards that you get, it certainly outweighs anything and everything that you had to sacrifice. So, since we have enough people where I feel content to go ahead and get into the reading, let me go ahead and call in some help. I call in air, fire, water, earth, spirit, and ether. And I also call upon the highest of the highest of the high, which is Yod He Vahe, who will be able to give me the information for these readings in all directions, time and space, past, present, and future. All universes, parallel universes, all dimensions, subdimensions, and so it is. All right, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and get into this mini reading. If I can get my cards out. All right, for those of you that do not know, I do have my new Oracle deck that just came out, which is 9 Ether Higher Realms, okay? It is available for order and purchase if you are interested. The cost is $65. And the same link to my PayPal for the one card is also the same link if you are interested in purchasing this deck. This is what I'm going to be doing the reading off of tonight. I can tell you guys that I have been getting a lot of 5 swords in reverse in my personal readings for myself, which means that even though we are in this retrograde, there's gonna be a lot of us that are going to experience the end of these delays. Okay, I'm gonna lay down the cards here, and then I'll go ahead and give you my interpretation of these cards. I have a feeling I'm going to have to use my pendulum tonight because someone's going to ask me a question that's going to be a yes or a no. All right, so I got the cards pulled that I am going to be using for this reading. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. While I'm doing this reading, you guys, I will not be able to look at the screen or the comments. So I'm not ignoring you. I am just channeling this reading, and then we'll get right into the one card pool. So we'll be able to do a reading for hopefully majority of you. I will tell you, I'm going to be honest with you. I may not be able to get to you, and it's okay because I don't control this. Source does. When you're ready to hear a question answered and source thinks that you are in vibrational alignment to receive it, then I will call upon you for your question and I will answer it. Please do not get upset and take it personally if I have not gotten to your question, because I 100% work with source energy, and I want to let you know the algorithms with YouTube are not set up good enough to where I can go down the line. Okay. When you make a comment that pushes your question and anything that you ever said up there, and I can no longer see it. All right. So I just want to let you know that you are here for a reason. And just because it's not your personal reading or just because it's not your question doesn't mean that there's not something that you're going to hear on this live stream that is meant for you. Remember, spirit talks to us in many different ways, and it doesn't have to necessarily be something that's being said directly to you, but it could be something that's being said to someone else that is for you. And so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. All right. For those of you that make the personal payments on PayPal, I am monitoring those payments, and I will keep better look on those than I did last night because I'm logged directly into my PayPal, so we shouldn't have any issues. Okay. All right. So crowning the reading, we have Hugh Woe Men, which means the balance of the yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine within. Your person of interest is going through a spiritual awakening. I feel like they have been battling with kind of like the battle of the wits. I feel like this person has been competitive with you. I feel like it's been like a power struggle due to the sex orientation. Like, I'm man, you Shira, or I'm Shira and you're man. And I just feel like it's just been kind of like a push and pull back and forth between the two of you, a lot of confusion, a lot of things that have been left unsaid that need to be said. And so, therefore, with that being said, source energy is basically letting you know that both of you need to balance your energies. Okay. It should not be to the point where there's domination in a relationship. It should be an even exchange. Okay. Even reciprocity. And it should be a natural ebb and flow of how the relationship is to go. And so, with that being said, a lot of you have been worrying like worry warts over this union coming into its instant manifestations. I want to tell you that just because things do not look the way that you want them to appear on a 3D plane does not mean that God is not working the plan that He has already told you that He was going to work for you. Mother, Father, God is very true to word. And remember that God's thoughts and ways are higher than ours. You see, source energy is able to pierce into the future and even beyond. Okay. God is able to look down the street, around the corner, and even miles away. God is able to see what this person is doing behind closed doors and even behind your back. You see, don't take it personal when God is working for you. What looks like chaos, honey, all it is just God at work. God doesn't work in order. You see, God works in mysterious ways, as most people may say, and it's only a mystery because you do not know the mind of God. And so, therefore, your situation is being taken care of, but it's not being taken care of by human constructs. It's being taken care of in divine order, in divine timing. You worrying about this is not going to add to your situation. If anything, it's going to take away from your situation because it's going to take you out of vibrational alignment and what it is that you're trying to call in. Worry not and fret not. Because if you worry, why pray? And if you pray, why worry? The two cancel one another out. You have to be in spirit. You have to be full of faith. We talk about unconditional love, but we forget the most important part to unconditional love is unconditional faith. You have to know from the very moment that you have that desire in your heart that God has already answered your prayer. Even if it's words unuttered, remember that your higher self, the Holy Spirit, has already petitioned for you. So you don't have to beg, you don't have to kick, you don't have to scream. Okay? God heard you the first time. The law of lift is faster than the law of vibration. So lift yourself. I want to see you win. I want to see you come into union. You don't know how much it means to me to get on a daily basis. Yes, on a daily basis, my clients coming into union with their twin based off of the information and the instructions that I have given to them. And most of them, to be quite honest, have been from the free information that I have shared. And yes, quite a handful have been from those that have paid for my services. Next, you have Bobo the Masquerader. And I want to show you guys this card. This is my full my deck. You have to take that leap of faith, which is at the bottom of the skull. Faith is currency to the universe. It's divine currency. We can't bribe God, nor can we force God's hand. So, what gets this benevolent being to act in our behalf is our currency that we put in, which is our faith. Your faith is your currency. Your faith is what's going to get you through this dark soul of the night, or the dark night of the soul. You see, your faith is what is going to get you in union with your twin or your soulmate. Your faith is what is going to turn those mountain like problems back down to the molehills that they really are. When you worry, I can tell you, you magnetize the problem, you blow it up. God is wanting you to and give it to source, lighting your load, because the fool has been around the world and back. Everybody knows it's happened to the fool. But yet and still, at the end of the day, one thing that remains with the fool is the unconditional love that the fool still has in his heart. The unconditional and radical forgiveness that he has or she has for all. And the promise that God has promised the fool, she has kept right before their very eyes. They have not taken their eyes off of the prize because they know that at the end of all of this, they're going to be rewarded beauty for ashes. You have the higher self. You guys are connecting to your higher self. Higher energies are coming in. These open portals that are in the universe with the Christ consciousness is shaking everybody awake. It is a mass awakening that is happening at this now moment. It's not just with you, it's with your DM too. And this is the reason why you guys cannot interact or you cannot connect, because you will jeopardize the process. You will jeopardize God's work. God is trying to do something for you, but yet and still, just like a kid, you keep putting your hand in the cookie jar. God is not going to argue with you. God's going to stop the work and allow you to do it because you're getting in your own way. Next, you have the Black Madonna, which is all about unconditional love. With unconditional love comes radical forgiveness. With radical forgiveness comes non-expectations and detachment from the outcome. Sometimes we can be so focused on the outcome that we don't even realize that we're creating more of the problem. Like attracts like, you see. And the last time that I checked, I want to say that God was doing a pretty good job on Mother, Father, God's throne. It's not normal for us to take on problems and hardships. This is the reason why God has assigned angels and our guides and our rayshores so we can have spiritual help from the spiritual realm, because it's humanly impossible to carry all of this on your own. And nor did Mother, Father, God intend for you to do so. So it's time for you to lighten your load, drop into your heart space, and love with unconditional love. I don't care if your divine masculine is with a karmic. He's learning his lessons. Let him. Allow him to be free. More than anything, a person will love someone that is able to allow them to be themselves and who they are. And the fact that you didn't try to box them, the fact that you didn't try to micromanage their life is going to make you stand out among the rest. Trust me. You know how many women try to control men, and that's the first thing that basically pushes a man away from you. Allow. Be in the state of being, okay? And when you're in a state of being, everything comes to you. And then you have her story. Her story is basically a conversation that I had with God. And I love this card because it says speak your truth. I have kept and I have held in a lot of my experience that I've had along this journey, trying to respect boundaries, trying to respect my marriage, trying not to compromise my marriage. But then God asked me, but isn't it your story? Yes. Isn't it the truth? Yes. Then speak your truth. And I'm here to tell each and every last one of you, do not be afraid to speak your truth, because you never know who is listening or whose life you might save. It could be someone right at that very now moment that has taken all that they can take from the stresses of life and wanted to put a gun to their head or already have a gun to their head. And they're listening to this YouTube version right now and it can save their life. You do not know that the life that you may save may be someone else's. It may not even be your own. It may be somebody else. You may touch somebody else with your story. Your test will be your testimony to someone else. And one day, when you are back in union with your twin, you'll look back and you'll understand and understand and overstand why all of this had to happen in the first place. You see. And I have come to the conclusion of this mini reading. All right, so I'm ready for the questions. You guys want to go ahead and start asking me that? And if they already started asking questions, Jules, just let me know which questions, and then I'll look from here as well. Yes, that is so true. Els, manifesting your worst fear is a living hell. Only comfort comes from walking in faith. Very true. Yes, Tiger Lily. A lot of us have very complex relationships with our divine masculine. I can understand how that can be challenging for you. All right. I'm ready for a question. And KA, will we achieve our dreams? I don't know who we are, honey. Are you referring to you and your divine masculine? All right. So, source, divine intelligence, you know who she's referring to and what she's referring about. Will they achieve their dreams? You have the eternal flame of love. So I'm going to say yes, you will. Okay. All right, Lindsay. Should I buy the ring I put on hold from my twin? Okay. Let's get that answer. You got tune in and go within. All right. So when you get this card, basically source is saying do not look on the outside for this answer. Connect in your heart space, drop into your body, and then you will get that answer. So I am being refrained from saying yes or no, because if God is telling you to go within, obviously you can't hear it from me. Okay. So you will find the answer once you go within to that question. And also, too, you guys do not feel you're not obligated to donate, but just hear me out when I say this. Even if you donated $1, trust me, all proceeds are very appreciated, because I do take time and it takes energy for me to channel, and it's greatly appreciated for us to have an energy of exchange. Okay. All right. Back to me looking for these readings. All right, Prima. Does he miss me? Okay. You do have Bobo Masquerader, which is the Fool card, and this is going to be a new beginning with you and this person. So I'm assuming that they will be with you and that they do miss you if they're going to be back in a relationship with you. So yes, they do miss you. Tiger Lily, will my twin ever stop running? Tiger Lily, I think that's the $1,000,000 question for every divine feminine. We all want to know that question. We all want to know the answer to that question. All right, source. Will Tiger Lily's twin stop running? Source personally showed up to answer this question for you. Yes, because divine intervention is at play, and Source is going to make a situation and an event happen to where that person is going to have no choice but to come back to you. Okay. Yes, overcome negativity. I love the way that you're thinking. It is worth the wait, especially if you already know what God has promised you. All right, free question. Give me any information about my finances, please. All right, Desire 66, 2002. Wow. The first card that I got for you is Shadow Work, Transmute, Mute, Transform into the Light. I feel like there are some energy blocks, definitely when it comes to money, but I also feel that there is going to be an opportunity for you to go within and to do some shadow work. Okay. We are both light. We are both of the light. We are both of the dark. And when we get these energetic blocks, all we have to do is realign ourselves. My recommendation is that I do offer an Archangel Michael Attunement, which pretty much puts you in alignment and vibration for health, wealth, and also financial prowess and financial stability. That is recommended because anytime there are any financial difficulties, it is because there is a blockage in our root chakra. Our root chakra is about survival, it's about finances, and it's also about security. Okay. Crystal Thomas, should I reach out or let him? Okay, hold on. We'll get the answer to that question. Should Crystal reach out? Or should she let her divine masculine reach out? Feminine is the card that you got. You got fertility and you got life. I feel like you have a healing aura, Crystal. You have the ability to heal your divine masculine with your aura. I feel like you reaching out to him may be appreciated at this time. So, yes, you should reach out. Thank you for your contributions, Kelly and Lindsay. Thank you so much. And if there's others that I can't see, thank you. Your contributions are very, very appreciative. I appreciate it. Okay. All right. Lillian, will I get a good paying job soon? I love you guys' questions. You know why I love you guys' questions? Because I can tell that you guys are being lifted up in love, because a lot of you are being more concerned about yourselves right now, which is really what you should be focused on. Initiation and rites of passage, I'm going to go ahead and say yes. I feel like your angels and your guides are maneuvering things in the spiritual realm around for you so you can get that perfect ideal job. Moon Phoenix, is it safe for me to let my guard down and let my DM in? I don't even have to pull a card for that. But I will. Yes, you should let your DM in. No, you shouldn't shut him out. You guys have a soul contract together, and shutting him out is shutting you out. Remember, anytime that our twin or either ourselves resist one another, we're only resisting ourselves. Okay. You have the sun goddess and you have shine your light. You have the power to make this relationship better than what it is. So, yes, please let him in. Let your light shine, girl. All right. I hope I'm saying your name right. Leosha Santana. Am I being spiritually attacked? Well, let's see. Source energy. Is Leosha being spiritually attacked? You have the melanin card, which is light field. I feel like the answer is yes, because I feel like they're attracted to your light. This is what is attracting them. And my suggestion to you, because I've experienced this myself way early in my journey, continue to fill yourself up with so much light that they don't even want to come around you. And that's the answer to your question. And you also can do a clearing with me as well. And then we'll set up protection for you through the Archangel Michael Attunement as well. That's just a suggestion. It's hard to do spiritual battling on your own when you don't know what you're up against. All right, La La Blue. Is my DM currently learning his lessons? Okay. This is really funny. You got the Pollovio foul. Okay. This is a person that is in love with the rain. Um, Rain brings this person joy and excitement. And I feel like this is answering your question that things have not been as bright and sunny when it comes to your DM's life, but he has learned to enjoy where he is. So, yes, he is learning his lessons. Overcome negativity. Will I ever come into union with my DM? Good question. You have the masculine take the lead. If I was to answer this question, I would say yes, but not now, because this card was in reverse and I only turned it up right so you can see it. Okay. But with this card being in reverse, I would say yes, but not now. He has a lot that he has to learn before he will be even worthy of your presence. Erica, too. Welcome. I'm never able to really give you a reading, and I feel so bad. As soon as I got to you, you said good night. Peaceful and happy rejuvenations, dear. Tire Lily, I've already answered a question for you. It's a one question answer. I have to move on so I can get to someone else. Marsha Gordon. Well, my DM purpose should I accept? Okay, I think you are asking, will your DM proposal should you accept if he proposed? Or should you accept it? That's what I'm going to roll with intuitively. Let's see. Will Marsha's divine masculine propose? I'm going to tell you, that's the whole purpose of union, okay, is to be in a holy matrimony, the chemical marriage. So yeah, you should marry him if he proposed to you, but before that can happen, you want to make sure that you clear your bloodline and do some bloodline cleansing, and he also needs to do some bloodline cleansing too, because those are contributing factors that are keeping you two apart. You have to do spiritual work first before that can happen. You're welcome, Lindsay. You're welcome, Desire 66 2002, Nebraska. Yes, you can ask a question. You're welcome, Crystal. Sunshine, are you on the right path in your life? Whew, that card turned over fast. Awareness and higher consciousness, and the answer is yes. That was a quick one. Yes, you are on the right path in your life. Thank you for your donation, KA. It doesn't matter. Effort goes a long way. It doesn't matter if it wasn't a lot. I can tell you as a reader, I don't never go to a reader's channel without donating, because I know what it takes to get these videos up and the sacrifices. Okay, because I make them on a daily. Even if it's, $4 or something. Donation is a donation. At least give something. All right, Jennifer C. I'm really conflicted. I don't want to cease my inner turmoil, fire towards his tortoise time contention. I don't know what you're saying on this last part, but okay. You're welcome, Lillian. Nebraska. What is Warren doing right now? Okay. Oracle. What is Warren doing right now? Nebraska wants to know. Name of love. I feel like whatever he's doing, it's a part of God's planning. Because you guys are meant to be together. You do have a fated partnership. And I really believe that you need to focus more on becoming a better version of yourself, so when he arrives, he can receive you. I don't really believe that right now Source wants you to focus on what he's up to, as opposed to you just staying in the vibration and the knowing that he's coming. All right, Leosha, I look forward to you getting back with me. Oh, thank you so much, Crystal. I appreciate you, dear. Thank you so much. Liking, sharing, commenting, donating, honey. That's great. It's creating good karma. I love it as long as you're contributing something. Okay. Okay, one question for Jennifer C. Should I ghost and shut out my partner? Okay. Should Jennifer ghost or shut out her partner, Oracle? Should she ghost or shut out her partner? Whew. Well, that card just fell on the floor. I'm going to say no. This card is kindred spirits, part of the same whole. If you ghost and shut him out, being the perfect mirrors that you are, since relationships is all about mirroring, you're going to put yourself into a position to where karma is going to come back and you're going to experience someone else doing that to you, or even this person doing the same thing to you. And it becomes like a domino effect. So the answer is no. Do not shut this person out. Thank you, Daisy. I'm so happy that you enjoy my readings. Hello from the Netherlands, Zol Murphy. Welcome. Can you guys hear me? I'm hoping that you can hear me. Please let me know if you guys can hear me because I'm having some connection problems. Is it getting a lot better for you guys? I hope so. Okay, good. Thank you. Nebraska, you do need a private reading because let me tell you, private readings are so much better, more detailed, and just so spot on to what's going on in your current situation. Tiffany, what's going on with and my DM and I? Okay, let's see what's going on. All right, Tiffany, what's going on with Tiffany and her divine masculine? What's going on? Come on, card. Oh, there we go. So when I say come on. What's going on right now is your ancestors are about their business when it comes to you. They are protecting you right now from your divine masculine. Okay. So you have your ancestors that are working in the spiritual realm on behalf of this union. I feel like they're protecting this union, but at the same time, they're protecting you from him at this moment. And that's your answer. Divinity, hello. I told my mate that we should be friends because he doesn't meet the needs as a man for me. Was I wrong? All right, let's see, Divinity. Was Divinity wrong for telling her mate that he does not meet her needs? I'm going to say, first and foremost, girl, more power to you. And it's a good thing you were truthful and you spoke your truth. Okay. That's intuitively speaking. But we'll pull a card. You got eternal flame of love. Your soul knows who your divine masculine is, and you're being pulled to your divine masculine. So this person, this other mate that you were talking about, maybe is not in alignment with what source has in store for you. And this is the reason why you had to speak your truth about the situation, because internally you knew that saying goodbye and saying no to the current relationship is the beginning of this one. You're very intuitive, very psychic. I wish you can see yourself through my eyes because you're more powerful than what you know, honey. All right. Okay, you guys, is there anyone that wants me to do a personal reading for them or anyone that has paid for a personal reading? Let me know. If not, I'm going to come to the conclusion of this live stream, okay? Because I have pretty much, you're welcome, Divinity. I know a lot of you made some donations, just, donations from your heart. I really appreciate the fact that you've done that. Kimbrel, Jennifer, thank you. Thank you both. And thank whoever else that I may not have mentioned because I'm not logged into PayPal anymore. As you know, if you're not active, it tends to knock you out. Okay. But thank you for the donations, Crystal. And don't feel bad about what you gave. It don't matter to me. Okay? It's a drop in a bucket. It's the action behind it that means something more to me than the money. All right, so you guys, we're gonna go ahead and end it here. Thank you so much for coming on this live stream. You can click the replay that will probably be up in the next 15 minutes. It has been really amazing to be able to deliver the message that I delivered to you, which was a channel message from Source when I did the tarot from my deck. If you guys are interested in this deck, trust me, this deck is a very, very powerful deck. It is 9D, past 5D, okay? So you're going to get the highest of the highest messages coming from the heavens, the higher realms. That is the reason why it's called the Nine Ether Higher Realms deck. I made it with you all in mind. I was spirit led and guided to do this because most of my decks that I have doesn't have enough diversity. And as you can see, there's so much diversity with this card. Okay, you do see more malevolent in this oracle, which really makes it very unique. Okay, we are all one, and this just helps us to tap back into our roots, which I feel like we have gotten away from. And I'm just giving you just a preview of my cards and what they all look like because they didn't all come out. Somebody asked the question earlier today, if they were being spiritually attacked. I can't remember the name just because I spoke to many of you on this stream. And this is the card that I envisioned that was going to come out for this person. Okay, because just to give everyone some insight, because you guys know I love to teach. I'm a teacher by heart. I'm an educator by profession. Um, you know how we hear so within, so without, but when it comes to the devil, it's so without, so within. There's only a devil because there's a devil within. There's only a devil without because there's a devil within. And I'm going to explain this to you. When I used to get spiritually attacked, it was because of my own fears and what religion had taught me about the devil. But when I started standing in my sovereignty and when I started standing in my power, that is when the spiritual attacks stopped. Now, what changed? What changed is the same way that a dog smells and senses fear, these lower vibrational entities do the same. Your fear is what give these entities power. Nor I would not deny that there's not, a demon or a daemon, which is what my angels call them, or there's not, Satan or whatever the case may be. I won't deny that, but I will tell you that nothing has power outside of you unless you give it power. And this is just pretty much my whole deck, you guys, minus 14 cards that I'm waiting for her to send me tomorrow that she forgot to put in here. But it just gives you a preview of all the cards in the deck. And they're very high vibrational. You get spiritually activated when you work with my oracle. And it's about being in tune, and the vibrational attunement and frequency of what you want, being in your God power, contemplating your decision and what you're going to do next, coming in alignment and coming in connection with your soul group. Everybody that's on here, we are all part of the same soul group, or we will not all be on this live stream right now. We have soul contracts that we were going to do this. Okay. It was written before we incarnated. All right. A lot of you guys are going through so many rifts and shifts right now. And with the Leo season, I'm telling you, the best thing that you can do for yourself is keep yourself in the love vibration. Keep yourself in the love vibration. Be lifted up in love and joy, because that will help you to bring in anything that you're wanting to manifest. You cannot manifest when you're not in the vibration of love. A lot of people tell me all the time that I'm so happy, and they don't understand, Dr. Tyann, how can you stay so happy? You've been through so much in your life, and yet and still I'm always seeing you smiling. How can you smile with some of those things that you've been through? Because I realize that the things that I've been through is not who I am. They don't define who I am as a person. And I know what I want. I know what I am calling in, and I'm not going to let the things that happen to me sidetrack me from what God has already promised me. All right, you guys, I have come to the conclusion. It is a good karma to like, share, comment, subscribe, or leave a love donation if you feel inclined to. Or you can purchase a gift from my wish list on Amazon and it will appear on the channel. If someone made a personal donation for me to do a one question answer or something like that, I will still do that. I will still honor that. I would just email you the question and the answer. But for as right now, I am about to turn in for the night, wishing you a peaceful and happy rejuvenation as well for those of you where it's nighttime. And if it's somewhere around the world where it's your morning, good morning and afternoon. Namaste.